Hello, YouTube friends. Hopefully the stream is going. We'll find out in a moment. If anyone's in here, can you see it actually working? I'm going to make sure. Oh, now it's working. Look at that. Okay. So. Any guesses on which scale this is? I actually have no, it's not an A, even lower than an A. This particular one, I actually just purchased a new one to sell. This one I ended up keeping because I loved it so much. It is an F2, but see if you can guess the scale. I'll just play the notes normally walking up. Maybe this will give it away. Good to see you. Well, see you on here and have you guys listen. So it is a pygmy. It's an F2 pygmy. So it's a bass center note. And this one again is I actually didn't buy it to keep, but I was gonna resell it because I knew I really liked another one that I tried of these, and I liked it so much that I ended up keeping it. But I got another F2 with just the top half of the instrument. Doesn't have the bottom note, so it's a little less complicated to sell. So, yeah. How's everyone doing? Getting ready for the holidays and all of that. You guys had a good winter so far? I plan on getting a bunch of stuff done next week or so. Recording, finishing up the album. Yeah, ended up being kind of a crazy early winter. So, thanks, Jody. Same to you. The interesting thing about this scale too is it's kind of like a Celtic if you ignore pretty much the rest of the notes. Pretty interesting. Pygmies are great too just because they have a lot of variety. So I also wanted to give a little play to this guy. I'll send this video to the contest winner. So this is an instrument made by my buddy at Mountain Man Handpan for the contest winner for Wild Spaces. Super nice. Yes, I can definitely play the Rewildyoursoul scale for sure. Good morning, Jaron. Or Jeroen. Yes, this is a D Celtic 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 notes on the side, ding in the center. Some people will call that 9 plus 1. I don't really use that terminology, but it's possible. So Josh, the winner of one of the guys that enters on the album, this is the instrument that I got, made by my buddy in New Hampshire, Mountain Man Handpans, and it turned out super nice. Really, really like it a lot. And it has tuned shoulders too. Yeah, I like it a lot. Let me get the Rewildyoursoul scale. Yeah, so this is the Mystic, the Rewildyoursoul signature scale. If I'm looking to the side, by the way. Yeah, Yatao handpans are rebranded instruments. So they're essentially Mr. Pan handpans, but they're branded with their brand. I think Mr. Pan actually makes good instruments, though. It's not a bad company. The ones I've gotten access to for rebranding as well, I think are superior in quality. But I have a different connection than him. But I've been finding some really, really high quality instruments at reasonable prices to put into the stock. Oh, hey, Laurie. Aha. So this is the new material for Rav. Rav's as well are using a slightly different sound. I'm just going to angle this a little bit lower. I had a shoe behind here so it doesn't fall down on me. Okay. Pause this. Great, Carol. It's actually on my lap right now. I'm about to play it. So this is thumbprints here. This is a tuned surface. So basically it just activates another note. And you can hit it either to the right side or the left side. Has about the same sort of tack sounds. This is the new style of material that Rav's using, so it's a lot warmer, it's a lot less percussive, like you can't really hear my fingers when I'm typing, or when I'm tapping on it. And the previous generation, equally as beautiful, there's more percussive elements to it, but I had asked them if they could change the way they're bracing it, and this was the result, and it's amazing. So, super excited. Again, this is the Rewildyoursoul scale. You can see there. I also had to hold off a little bit on my new album to wait for this to come in and to write some material with it to put on there, because I wanted to sort of release this at the same time as the album. So they're still taking pre-orders for this, but this is the sound of it. On it are just so nice. Again, not for sale quite yet, but it will be. This is a Mystic 7, and again, the percussive area is cool. Super fun. I just posted for anybody, hello Tanya, I hope you're doing well. I just posted a really simple version of Carol of the Bells on my Instagram and on my Facebook page. I teach it in lessons, so I'm not going to try not to reveal the entire thing for people that have taken one-on-one lessons with me. But this is just one little piece of it preserved. And this battery is eventually going to die, but I'll try to keep an eye on that. If I disappear eventually, that's where I went. Play a little Carol of the Bells. Okay. You can. Let's do some lessons. I kind of encourage people to play their own way. So my whole philosophy in teaching music is that I will give you the tools and give you examples for how to do something, but part of the magic of playing the handpan and guitar, I play like 60 instruments, is creating things for me. I'm someone who likes to create, but I've come to realize that a lot of people just want to play music, and that's totally okay. So I'm able in lessons to kind of fit people who want the creative element to be picked up themselves, and also people that just want to learn to play and not have to worry about anything else. So it's a good balance between the two. So how's my battery doing on here? Getting kind of low. Yeah, I always say that I'm going to do like a Christmas album sometime. I didn't have time to do it this year, but maybe next year I'll do it. Let me play a little bit from a song that I have not posted anywhere yet, and it's going to be on the new album. abbreviated version. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad that it sounds that way now. I feel like in the last 2 years, I'm able to not think about what I'm playing, and that's made my playing a lot more smooth. And I'm also able to improvise very easily because I'm very comfortable just with the songs I've written. So, okay, so Jerome. He's suggesting of buying a reasonably priced pan in Australia. Very humid where I live. Believe Red Vest too. No rest. Very happy. So I think that what depends on your range, really. I have been importing drums from different people. I have a friend who is in China who's making instruments for the company that are really good. I have a friend in Italy that I buy from to resell, and I get them at a pretty reasonable rate. So those two people are good. I'm happy to point you in that direction. There's a maker in Australia called Celestial Sound Sculptures. Those are probably in the upper, maybe like 1900, 2000 plus range. A lot of the instruments I have are in the $1,000 to $2,000 range because I'm able to get them at a discount. But yeah, so I definitely recommend that. This particular pen I'm playing is the mono. I like those. The hardest thing really for me is worrying about importing instruments, and most makers are pretty good at it now. Back in the day, it was very harrowing to ship them anywhere, but I ship a couple pens, not a week, but maybe 3 pens every 2 weeks. So yeah, feel free to, if anyone's interested. This device is about to die, but be in touch with me. I'll say this before it shuts off. I am going to be doing a live stream tomorrow as well, and probably a holiday live stream coming up on the weekend, which I'm going to schedule, so you'll be able to find it there, and I'll have all of my full setup available for that. If you're interested in an instrument, I now have an F2 Pygmy, a D Celtic, and a D Kurd available at the moment, and they're all super nice. The 2 Kurds are around 1200, or the Celtic and Kurd, and the F2 is 1800, and I could maybe be a little flexible on that price because it's just the top half, but those are pricier instruments. So yeah, so if anyone's looking for an instrument for Christmas, happy to make that work, or I could probably find a wrap for you guys too if you're interested.